Sitaram Om Shakti. This is the one and the only Shakti Sundays with Justin D. Anthony. I want to say share this link across your Facebook as we speak about Lord Ganesh today. In the first place as well, I want to say Sitaram and Pranam too. Debbie Algu, Wendy Takardine and the entire Takardine family. I want to say Pranam to Mina Cromwell and the entire family from McCullough, Florida as well. Once again, do me one favor. Share this link across your Facebook. I want to take this opportunity just to say, broadly speaking, Sitaram Om Shakti to all those watching in Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana, Suriname, the various Caribbean islands. I want to say Sitaram Om Shakti and Pranam to all those watching in Canada, the United States of America, the Mauritius, South Africa and elsewhere. In particular, I want to extend greetings and say Pranam to all those watching in or watching at the Sri Ma Kali Durga Mandir located at 9266 Springfield Boulevard in Queens Village, New York. In particular, I want to extend greetings to Pujari Kapradas Jitu and Grandma Rose. After this bhajan, in glorification of the Divine Devi, we'll begin our discourse for today, speaking further on Lord Ganesh and aspects many are unaware of. I want to say Pranam, good morning, and Sitaram too. Auntie Asha Tahal and the entire family from Florida. I want to say Pranam to Auntie Sati Pasad as well. want to say pranam to Debbie Algu. I want to say pranam to Dal Babulal. Additionally, I want to say pranam to Harachan Dennis Ramnot. So as we begin our discourse for today, speaking on Lord Ganesh. This is the second program we are doing on Lord Ganesh. Trying to shine light and trying to speak to who is Lord Ganesh? Because as I've mentioned before, many people have a skewed sort of view of Lord Ganesh. They believe that he is just simply a little adorable baby. That's how they conceive of him. But he is beyond that image of a baby. He holds incredible power. And he is a transformative deity. A significant deity for those wishing to achieve higher levels of spirituality. He's not just a little baby, similar to, in the same sense, when you see a little baby, you want to hold it. He is beyond that image. He is greater than that image. He holds the keys to many things. And as this program goes along, we will discuss that further in depth. But to begin our discourse for today, Lord Ganesh is called Dundi Raj, meaning the one who goes out and seeks for the devotee. But what does this mean? It means that the individual that prays to Lord Ganesh, Lord Ganesh will go out and seek solutions for them, for their life problems, whatever issues they're facing in their current situation. The power of Lord Ganesh in their life is Lord Ganesh will begin searching for solutions for their issues, searching for resolutions into their issues. You might have a problem today in life and you don't know how to approach it. You don't know what the solution is. Well, he devises a solution and a plan for you you never thought of, you never could have seen. So here is the power of Lord Ganesh in the life of the devotee. He is called Dundi Raj because he goes out and he finds solutions for the devotee. He straightens out the devotee in many ways as well. When an individual brings the force of Lord Ganesh into their life, Lord Ganesh straightens them out in whatever way they're going astray in life. In whatever way, perhaps they're being lazy. Perhaps they're failing to do what they need. They're failing to meet their obligations. They know they have to do A, B, and C. But maybe they lack the motivation. Maybe they lack the willpower to pursue those things. Lord Ganesh will put obstacles in their way, will box them in a sense, to make them do exactly what they need to do. So while he is the remover of obstacles, he creates and devises obstacles in our way. To keep us on the right track. When we go astray in whatever respect of life it is, he'll set up an obstacle for us to stop moving on that path. To correct our ways and take the right destination. I want to say pranam and good morning to Sadna Sukhu, Tara Singh, Geetanjali. I want to say pranam to Stanford Bola, Ashley Singh, and so many others locked on as well.
सीताराम सीताराम भज प्यारे तू सीताराम 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 भज प्यारे तू सीताराम ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरो नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरो नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम 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 बज प्यारे तू सीताराम 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 बज प्यारे तू सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा मुरलिया बाजे रे जमुना के तीर
I want to say good morning and pranam to Doris Diaram, Kumari Jacob. I want to say good morning and pranam to Devi Manohar and family as well. Once again, if you just locked on, I want to say Vanakam, Sitaram Om Shakti. And welcome to the one and the only Shakti Sundays with Justin D. Anthony. I want to say it's a pleasure and honor to have you locked on as we play all these divine songs and we bring you teachings of the divine Devi. Well, of course, on today's program, we are speaking about the son of the Divine Mother, the son of Lord Shiva. Speaking, trying to capture the truth about him. As we continue onwards with our discourse for today. In some murtis of Lord Ganesh, he holds a laddu that's sweet in his hand. But what does this indicate? What does this mean? When Lord Ganesh in that murti holds the laddu in his hands, it means that he will draw you in with his presence. But later, he will in essence provide you with medicine, provide you with what's required. In the same sense, you know, when you have a child and you have to give that child medicine to drink, oftentimes a parent will try to entice that child with a little sweet, with candy or something. And when that child doesn't look, the parent will give them that medicine they need to drink. Well, in the same way, Lord Ganesh is like that. Lord Ganesh will draw you in, entice you, as shown with that laddu, then give you exactly what you need in life. Make you do the things that are required to do in life. All the things that you're failing to do.
मेरे राम आएंगे माँ सीता संग आएंगे राधा लक्ष्मण नौ भक्त हनुमान आएंगे मेरे राम आएंगे माँ सीता संग आएंगे राधा लक्ष्मण नौ भक्त हनुमान आएंगे मेरे झोपड़ी के भाग आज खुल जाएंगे राम आएंगे मेरे झोपड़ी के भाग आज खुल जाएंगे राम आएंगे राम आएंगे आएंगे राम आएंगे राम आएंगे आएंगे राम आएंगे मेरे झोपड़ी के भाग आज खुल जाए.
So when Lord Ganesh, shown in that murti, holds the laddu in his hands, it means he will entice the devotee to approach him, to pray to him. And when he gets you in his hands, he will begin fixing you. So he draws you in, then he begins fixing you. He begins correcting your life. And you know, one thing that is observed by Ganesh devotees, you know, when you have had devotees and individuals who have had very, very traumatic lives, perhaps they, as a child, they were abused, you know, they were neglected, And they're holding on to a lot of trauma in life. They're holding on to a lot of pain in life. You know the power of Lord Ganesh in their lives is? Lord Ganesh will cause all that suffering, all that trauma, all that they hold inside, that imprisons them. Lord Ganesh will cause that to be released. And this comes back to the point I want to emphasize throughout this program. Lord Ganesh is not just a little adorable baby people think. He is. Lord Ganesh is beyond that image, beyond that concept. He's a transformative deity. A deity that will correct your life. And my friends, when you hold on to trauma, when you hold on to the past, when you hold on to these painful experiences, it weighs you down from progressing in life. It is a weight on your shoulders that makes every other aspect of life more difficult. When you hold on to trauma, you hold on to pain, you hold on to the past. It even causes medical issues. So Lord Ganesh releases all of that. When you become a devotee and when you have the force of Lord Ganesh in your life, He causes all these things to be released because He wants you to let go of them. Why are you holding on to it? Why are you in constant thought about it when it serves you nothing good? So Lord Ganesh, in many respects, is a healer. When people have wronged you in life, when people have cheated you in life, when people have hurt you, and you're holding on to all this emotional baggage, He causes it to be released. This is what the devotee experiences. This is what the devotee has seen. When you start praying to Ganesha, you do Ganesh Puja and everything, you'll be like, why? Why am I thinking about all these things in the past? Why am I being so retrospective? Well, you see, it is Lord Ganesh. Because He wants you to release all that which is holding you back in life. He wants you to release it, and He wants it to go. Lord Ganesh, in the same sense, from an aerial view, like from above, when you look down at something, you can have a better perspective on things. You can see everything in totality. Well, Lord Ganesh, He looks at your life in a similar sense. From that sort of aerial view, from the view from above. And He looks at your life very carefully to see what are all the aspects that are not serving you any good, not bringing about any benefit. And using His powers, He will remove it. When there are people in your life who simply use you, abuse you, and they don't give a damn about you, will put obstacles in that relationship so that it breaks. So the point I wish to emphasize in saying all of this is, Lord Ganesh is not an easy deity, as people think. He's not just a soft power as people think. But he creates difficulty in the life of the devotee, so that the devotee can advance in life. He creates that pain and that suffering in your life so you can learn. Because it is a fact, it is a reality. When things are easy in life, we are oblivious. We don't learn anything. We don't gain anything when things are easy in our lives. But the moments when we undergo difficulty, pain and suffering, when we learn things the hard way, that's when those lessons are solidified. That's when we learn. So to put it simply, the force of Lord Ganesh in the life of a devotee is to put them through difficulty, put them through some difficult experiences, to teach them things the hard way. Because he wants to see you rise. He wants to see you advance in life. And ultimately speaking, he wants you to do great things in life and be happy. I want to say Pranam and Sitaram to Pujari Kavirdas Jitu and all devotees of the Sri Mahakali Durga Mandir. I also wish to just pause and take this opportunity to extend belated birthday greetings to a dear brother, Rakesh, who celebrated his birthday yesterday. And of course, he's a devotee at the Sri Mahakali Durga Mandir. My Trinidadian family, blessings to you. I want to say Pranam to Manisha, Be the Breton family, Rita. I want to say Pranam to Rita Albert. So just before we go on to more bhajans, in some murtis of Lord Ganesh, Lord Ganesh is seen holding the Shiva Lingam close to his stomach. But what does this mean? What does this tell us? The Shiva Lingam represents the world, represents the universe. And when Lord Ganesh in that murti takes the lingam and places it next to his stomach, it's there to teach us that the stomach of Lord Ganesh contains the entire world. And what many people do not know is Lord Ganesh is the deity that can give you every single thing you want. You know, there's an old saying. There's a quotation in our scriptures, there's a little old saying that people often reference. When they speak about Shiva, they say, you know, if you worship his son, you will gain this. If you worship Agni, you will gain glory. And if you worship this Devata, you'll gain this. It tells you about some of the benefits of worshipping the different deities. But Lord Ganesh is a comprehensive deity because he can give you every single aspect of that. Whether it is wealth, money, power, influence in the world, educational success, success in business. He is a comprehensive deity who blesses the individual with all these things.
मेरे राम आएंगे, माँ सीता संग आएंगे, राधा लक्ष्मण नौ भक्त हनुमान आएंगे। मेरे राम आएंगे, माँ सीता संग आएंगे, राधा लक्ष्मण नौ भक्त हनुमान आएंगे। मेरे झोपड़ी के भागाज खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। मेरे झोपड़ी के भागाज खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। राम आएंगे, आएंगे, राम आएंगे। राम आएंगे, आएंगे, राम आएंगे। मेरे झोपड़ी के भागाज खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। मेरी झोपड़ी के भागाज खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। राम आएंगे तो अंगना सजाऊंगी, दीप जल के दिवाली मैं मनाऊंगी। राम आएंगे तो अंगना
I want to say pranam and good morning to my sister Vanny.
दिवाली मैं मनाऊंगी।
I want to say pranam and good morning to Anjani Singh as well.
के सारे पाप मिट जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। मेरी झोपड़ी के भागाज खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। राम झूलेंगी तो पालना झुलाऊंगी, मीठी मीठी में भजन मैं सुनाऊंगी। राम झूलेंगी
So once again, if you just locked on, I want to say happy Sunday. Sitaram Om Shakti to you and your family. It is my distinct honor to bring you this program today as we speak today about the son of the Divine Mother, the son of Lord Shiva, Lord Ganesh. Lord Ganesh is additionally one of the Kshetrapalatas, one of the great protectors in Hindu spirituality. Some of the Kshetrapalatas are, for example, Hanuman, Batuk Bhairav, and there's a few other deities as well, but he is among one of them. And every devotee in Hindu spirituality needs to pray to a Kshetrapalata, a great protector. They can have their Ishta Devata, that is their personal deity. They can do worship of whatever deity they have an affinity for. But in this world, in this time today, everyone has to pray to a Kshetrapalata, a great protector god. Whether they pray to Batuk Bhairav, whether they pray to Hanuman, whether they pray to Ganesh. Because those are the deities that protect the devotee. Not only from negative energies and evil forces and the forces of black magic, but it also protects you from other deities. And I want you to listen carefully to what I'm about to say. When an individual, when a devotee has problems in life, they're facing many obstructions in life, it is not always the force of, an evil energy or whatever causing it. When you're facing a lot of obstructions in life, it's not always, you're afflicted by a spirit, you're affected by a preta or whatever it is. Sometimes, and this is for you to have the understanding, sometimes from our previous birth, our previous lives, we have debts owed to particular deities, or we have done certain wrong things in our previous lives, and in this lifetime the force of a certain deity is going out to take out its justice, to come out to do the retribution aspect. For example, if in your previous lifetime you had killed a snake, in your previous lifetime, if you had disrespected the nest of a snake, in this lifetime, Nag Devata and the Nags will seek retribution for what you did in a previous life. And they will create obstacles in your path of doing spirituality. So the point I want to bring light here is sometimes it is the force of deities doing the retribution, seeking the justice now, that causes obstacles and obstructions to occur in our lives. That is why we turn to a Kshetrapalata, like Lord Ganesh, like Batuk Bhairav, like Hanuman Swami, or like Bhairav. Because they protect us from those deities taking that justice, taking that retribution. They protect us so that we can go into that spirituality. We can do our prayers. We can be unobstructed when it comes to our prayers and worship. Because often in this world today, we are oblivious. We don't know what we did, whatever debts we owe to particular deities, or whatever acts we may have done in previous lives that have caused deities in the current to want to seek justice against us. Right, there's a phenomenon, right, as I bring it back to what I just mentioned about the snakes. When you disrespect snakes, you destroy their nest, you disrespect them, or you kill them, you get what is called a nag dosha. You get a nag dosha in this life. There's a lot of difficulty, there's a lot of obstructions. Nag Devata, the nags come to seek justice. And there's a particular type of puja that is done for Nag Devata to free the devotee from this affliction, to free them from this dosha. Well, here, as we turn back to Lord Ganesh has the power to protect you from all these things. If you owe debts to certain deities from a previous life, if certain deities will seek justice, Lord Ganesh, if you have his force in your life, he will stand there and protect you. He will reduce the force of those deities. This is how great he is. This is how powerful he is. You know, as we related back to a little story we all know, when Lord Ganesh was created by the Divine Mother, he stood outside the cave with his staff in his hand and did not permit anyone to enter that cave. Even the Trimurti, Lord Brahma, Shiva and Vishnu, could not defeat him. Just a little boy destroyed all of them. Here we can turn and we can relate it back to our own lives. Lord Ganesh cannot be that great defense in your life against every single individual, against every single obstacle that is incoming. He can stand guard as a defense of the devotee against all of these things. So this is the power of Lord Ganesh. You know, as we're related back to the Ishta Devata, you know, every individual in Hinduism has to have an Ishta Devata. They have to have their personal deity that will lead them in life. That is their doctor. It will cure them and fix all of their lives. How does one develop more of a connection or a closer bond with the Ishta Devata? Have you ever thought about that? You know, if you have your Ishta Devata, how do you develop a bond with them? How do you become closer to them? How does your devotions, your prayers, your worship of them, how do you see your way in that regard? Well, it all comes back to Lord Ganesh. Everything, for many aspects of Hinduism, they always come back to Lord Ganesh. When you want to build a strong relationship with your Ishta Devata, You want the Ishta Devata to be active in your life. You want to be close to them. You pray to Lord Ganesh. When you do worship of Lord Ganesh, everything else becomes easier. It is a statement of fact. When you give siddhi of Lord Ganesh mantras, that is, you've chanted Lord Ganesh mantras thousands and thousands and thousands of times, and then at that point, you would have gained siddhi of that mantra. You would have gained the power and the influence of that mantra. When you gain siddhi of a Lord Ganesh mantra, all other mantras become easier to gain the siddhi of. So to put that in very simple terms, when you pray to Lord Ganesh, doing a lot of devotion, a lot of japa, all other forms of devotion will become more accessible and easier for the devotee. You're having problems connecting to your Ishta Devata. You're facing a lot of obstructions to reach your Ishta Devata, to gain the energies of the Ishta Devata. It is Lord Ganesh that you have to approach. So the Ishta Devata is very much connected to Lord Ganesh. To build that relationship with the Ishta Devata, Lord Ganesh is important. I want to say pranam and good morning to Shani Singh and family. I want to say pranam and good morning to Natasha Khan. I want to say pranam and good morning to Bida Bharat once again. She would like to wish Geetanjali Bharat a happy belated birthday, wishing her the blessings of Durga Ma to see many more birthdays to come. And indeed, I just want to take this opportunity just to announce that there's a message on behalf of a follower here. Wendy Takardine would like to invite all in the Orlando, Florida area for Durga Ma devotion, a single session, a Durga Katha Satsang on November 7th, 2025 at 6 p.m. with Pandit Narad Gosain. And this will be held at the Sri Hanuman Mandir located at 3119 Larissa Lane, Orlando, Florida. So once again, Wendy Takardine and family would like to invite all for a Durga Ma devotion at the Sri Hanuman Mandir. It'll be a Durga Katha and Satsang with Pandit Narad Gosain on November 7th at 6 p.m.
लक्ष्मी मैया उतारी तेरी आरती बरसा दो
I want to take this opportunity just to say the Sri Ma Kali Durga Mandir located at 9266 Springfield Boulevard in Queens Village, New York would like to cordially invite you and your family to join them for their beautiful uplifting Sunday service. They have service every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and they would like to cordially invite you and your family to join them and receive the darshan of the Divine Mother. You know, many people have had great issues in life. Many people face great obstacles in life. But when they came to this mandir and prayed to the Mother showed them the way. Similarly, I'm saying to you, if you come to this mandir and pray to the Mother will show you the way as well. So once again, the Sri Ma Kali Durga Mandir has service every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And they would love to have you join them for their Sunday service. Receive the blessings of the Divine Devi and experience for yourself how the Divine Mother can dramatically change the life of a devotee. For more information on Sunday services at the Sri Ma Kali Durga Mandir, please contact Pujari Karbadas Jitu at 917-929-7150. That's Pujari Karbadas Jitu at 917-929-7150 for more information. Secondly, Pujari Karbadas Jitu, through special prayers and special guides, can help you resolve the issues hampering your life. Issues such as marital problems, blockages in career, persons affected by boot and negative energy, those with workplace problems, educational problems, those facing crossings, and a whole wide array of issues. It harnesses the power of the Divine Mother, and it has helped so many. Similarly, he can help you as well. So if you're facing issues of that nature, I want to advise and I want to suggest to you to contact Pujari Karbadas Jitu at 917-929-7150. That's Pujari Karbadas Jitu at 917-929-7150 for more information. So right after this bhajan, we will turn to today's story, and of course we'll bring a conclusion to this program. I want to take this opportunity just to pause and say, I do apologize for not being on air for the past few weeks. I have not been on air consistently, and I do know everyone looks forward on a Sunday morning to tuning into this program. I do humbly apologize for not being on air as consistently as usual. However, due to work obligations in recent, I've been abroad and I've not been able to access my studio. But I will try to do my best to come on as consistently as possible to provide you with all these illuminating discourses on different aspects of Shakti worship, and to speak more into depth on sadhana, that is the practice of worship. To speak more as we are, as we go along, to speak more about how to employ certain remedies in your devotion, how to do certain devotions, to bring clarity to your life, to advance as a devotee. In future programs, we'll speak more into depth. How to do certain aspects of worship, how to employ certain remedies on certain days to gain clarity, to gain advancement in your life. Because the reality is, each and every one of us, we have immense work to do in this lifetime. Especially if you're in good health today. You can sit down and you can do devotion today. Regardless of your age, whatever it is. You need to begin employing these remedies. You need to begin doing sadhana. The practice, the actual practice of the worship. You have to begin it today. Many people in this worship, in Hinduism in general, they wait until problems reach them. Then they go to seek help. The time to seek help is now. Before great issues come about. Before what's coming hits you. In the same sense, no one wants to take care of their health. In the immediate, no one wants to take care of their health. In the immediate, no one wants to do what's required to ensure they're in good health. But when the disease hits them, then they want to turn, change their lifestyle. They want to seek medical advice. They want to do all of these things. Prevention is often neglected. And this applies the same thing in Hindu spirituality. By doing simple devotions, by doing your sadhana, you will lessen the pains and suffering that await you or could await you. And as we go along in these different Shakti Sundays program, we will speak more into depth on the practices. Not so much the stories. We'll give a little story here and there, but not so much the stories. But actual real life practices on what you can do. The things that you can practice in your home. Under certain rules, under certain, we'll go through all the procedures, we'll go through everything in depth. Right after this bhajan, we will turn to today's story. But in the meantime, I want to say pranam and good morning to Savitri Lokman. I want to say pranam to Sonia Loknath. Gayatri Narayan would like to say Sitaram to one and all and would like to wish her brother Lalta, Lord Ganesha's blessings as he turns 60 today. So once again, Shakti Sundays and indeed everyone would like to wish Lalta a blessed and meaningful 60th birthday today. I want to say pranam and good morning to Gain the Manohar and family as well.
Namaskar
So, as you know, in every program that I do, I like to share a little story that can help to enlighten us about Hindu spirituality. And today is no different. Today, Shakti Sundays, we have focused our discourse on the son of the Divine Mother, the one who we call Dundi Raj, one of the great Kshetrapalatas of Hindu spirituality, the great protectors, Lord Ganesh. And as such, today's story is a simple one in regards to Lord Ganesh. For Ganesh Chaturthi, for Lord Ganesh Chaturthi, many devotees do fasting or do a vrata and pray to Lord Ganesh to bless them, to fulfill whatever voids are in their lives. And there was once a man. He had approached his guru because he wanted a child. He had tried for so many years and years, and he was unable. He and his partner were unable to have a child. And there was a great void in their relationship. So he approached his guru with this matter. The guru advised him to do a vrata. And a vrata, for you to have the understanding, a vrata means we are abstaining from certain foods, from abstaining from certain consumption for spiritual reasons. So when we, commonly we use the term fasting, but that's not the accurate word. The right word we should all be using and saying is we're on a vrata. We're on a vrata right now for this religious celebration. We're on a vrata or whatever version you want to say. But the right term is vrata. So this devotee was advised by his guru to do a vrata and do prayers on Ganesh Chaturthi. And Lord Ganesh would in turn bless him with children. So the devotee does his vrata. He prays and prays to Lord Ganesh. He even cries and begs the Lord Ganesh to bless him with a child. Everything is right in their relationship, but that void in their relationship, he wants Lord Ganesh to fill that void, to give him the happiness, to give him and his partner that happiness of holding a child in their hands, holding one of their own. He wants to have that joy. He wants to experience that joy. That same joy that millions and millions desire to have. He desires to have it. So he prays to Lord Ganesh. He worships Lord Ganesh. He doesn't know too many mantras. But what he does, he knows that Lord Ganesh understands all languages, understands what is contained in his heart. So he prays, he does his vrata for Lord Ganesh. A couple of months after, he and his wife go for IVF treatment. They go for a fertility, treatment. And that IVF treatment fails. It doesn't bring about a child. But something remarkable happens. At the same time, after this whole failure of the IVF treatment, the fertility treatment, this man gains a big promotion at his job. And he is seeing now so much money come into his hands. He has never earned money like this before. He has never earned money like this before in his whole life. But still, what he prayed for. Did he pray for a promotion? No, he didn't. He prayed to have a child. So he goes back to his guru. He goes back to his guru and he says, "Oh Guruji, I prayed to Lord Ganesh. I did the vrat with all my heart for Lord Ganesh to have a child. But the IVF treatment didn't work, Guruji. Instead, I got a big promotion at my job. I have so much money in my bank account. I have never seen so much money like this in my life. But oh Guruji, what I want is a child. Tell me what to do, Guruji. Tell me." The guru tells him, because the guru always knows. The guru has that intuition to know what is coming, to see what is coming in your way. The guru turns and tells him, "My son, do not question the power of Lord Ganesh. Lord Ganesh will deliver as he always delivers. Be patient, and Lord Ganesh will find a way for you." So a couple of months pass, and something remarkable happens. His wife becomes pregnant. And the man is so happy, the man is so pleased. But when they go to do an ultrasound, what they would witness, what they would see, would shock them. When he takes his wife for an ultrasound, and they do the ultrasound, it reveals that there is not only one child, but rather his wife has conceived twins. He will have twins. As this man sees the image on the ultrasound with the twins, tears flow from his eyes. Tears flow from the eyes of his partner, his wife. Tears, not of pain, not of suffering, but tears of joy. Lord Ganesh has delivered, but he delivered at the right time. And it brings us to a lesson. It brings us to a lesson I want to leave you with as I'm about to close this program, conclude this program. Lord Ganesh, when you pray to him, when you love him, he will bless you with everything you desire. He will bless you with every single thing that you desire. But it doesn't come in your time. It will come at the right time. Lord Ganesh, when you pray to him wanting something in life, he will set you up so that you can receive what he is about to give. You are in the right conditions, you are in the right circumstances to receive that blessing. So the point I want to emphasize and conclude with today is a message in respect to Lord Ganesh, a message in respect, in a general message. God always delivers. God will always deliver. But they will only deliver when you're ready for that blessing and at the right time, the divine time. So my message to you, simply devotee, is never think that your prayers are not going to be answered. Never give up on your prayers. Never give up on your faith of the Devi or the Devata. Because every time you pray and it comes from the heart, know that it will never be forsaken. When the time is right, when the conditions are right, God will bless you. Be patient and trust the process. The Devis and the Devatas that we prayed to are not like people. People promise you this, people promise you that, and they don't deliver. The Devis and Devatas are not people. They don't break their promises. They deliver. But they don't deliver early or late. They deliver when the conditions are favorable and the conditions are right. So this is my message to you, devotee. With the next bhajan in mind, my friends, I'm taking my leave. Sitaram Om Shakti. This has been another edition of Shakti Sundays, speaking about Lord Ganesh, the role that he plays in Shakti worship and the importance of his worship. With the next few bhajans in mind, my friends, I'm taking my leave. Until we meet again, my friends, may Lord Ganesh bless each and every one of you in an immense way.
जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई अब कर ले have eaten up the उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई अब रैन कहाँ जो सोवत है जो जागत है सो पावत है जो सोवत है सो खोवत है उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई अब रैन कहाँ जो सोवत है उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई नींद से आंखें खोल जरा और अपने ईश से ध्यान लगा नींद से आंखें खोल जरा और अपने ईश से ध्यान लगा और अपने ईश से ध्यान लगा यह प्रीत करम की रीत नहीं प्रभु जागत है तू सोवत है उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई अब रैन कहाँ जो सोवत है उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई जो कल करना है आज कर ले जो आज करना है अब कर ले जो कल करना है आज कर ले करना है अब कर ले, जो आज करना है अब कर ले। जब चिड़ियन ने चुगते कलिया, फिर पछताए क्या होवत है। उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई, अब रैन कहाँ जो सोवत है।
गंगा जी की लहरों पे दिया बहे, गंगा जी की लहरों पे दिया बहे, दिया बहे ओ मैया दिया।
Before I leave, I just want to say pranam and good morning to Lisa Ramodat and family as well. I also want to just say pranam to Shirley Lochin as well as my uncle Darshan. With this bhajan in mind, my friends, I'm taking my leave. Until we meet again next Sunday, may Lord Ganesh bless each and every one of you in a special and in a profound way.
पिया जी से कहियो मोर
See you next Sunday at 9:30 a.m.
दिया होत जिया जरे, गंगा जी की लहरों पे दिया बहे। जय मां गंगा मां, जय मां गंगा मां। कोई मांगे धन
Before I leave as well, I just want to say Vanakam and Pranam to Annie Morgan.